Rabotai, you're probably wondering, what is the Svardish Yid doing out here in Keresterer? I'll tell you the truth. A year ago, a family member of mine was diagnosed with a very serious situation, and I was told by my Rebbe, Shayla, that this was an opportunity to go out to Reb Shayla. It happened to have been a few days last year before the art site. And I said, Rebbe, I don't have a ticket. At that time, you needed a specific invite from the Hungarian government. It was a whole to-do. My Rebbe told me, Herzog, you're on the guest list. He's waiting for you. I said, if that's the case, then I guess I'm going. I put down the phone. I called the travel agent. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I will tell you that there was nothing that was normal. Not about the ticket, not about the invite, and not about the trip to Keresterer last year. We pulled up to the kever. Actually, we pulled up to the house at 9 o'clock last year, and we were told that due to COVID, the entire country is locking down in an hour. That means lockdown started at 10 p.m. We got there at 9 p.m. So I looked at one of the guys from Shmir and I said, we came all the way from America. We're here for an hour. He says, Herzog, just get up there, daven whatever you can for the hour, because after 10 o'clock, the cops are going to start giving out $1,500 knusses. So we jumped on that first shuttle, we went up, and we stood there and we started to daven. And it was amazing what took place that night. At 10 o'clock, the Shayla came up and said, everybody out. The cops are coming up. I turned to the guys that were with me and I said, guys, until we finish this Tehillim, we're not going nowhere. Remember what the Rebbe said. We're on the guest list. And with that, there's nothing to worry about. Then we started to say the entire Tehillim, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, the doors to the kever opened. And in came running in the Shayla. And they said, the cops are on their way up. We need everybody to get out now. I looked at the guys, I said, we're still not finished the Tehillim yet. We're on the guest list of Reb Shayla, the Heilige Reb Shayla ben Reb Moshe, which, by the way, my Rebbe always told me. He said, when you go to daven by him, he said, you ask the Schus Reb Shayla ben Devair. I don't want to be chaylik on anyone's, but this is what Rabbi Yeshon Rabinovich. Anyways, we continued to daven, and we asked for tremendous Yeshuas. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, they came up again. The cops are coming. They didn't come. 2 o'clock in the morning. The last shuttle, we finished the Tehillim. We came down, and they told us, if anyone sees you in the street, you're looking at a $1,500 ticket. I said to the guys, we need to get the car. It's parked on the street. We got to go back. We got a flight in the morning. It turns out that we made our way behind the houses, and as we came out into the street to jump into the car, the cop saw us. He starts running down the block at us. This guy from Shmira, I don't know where this guy came from. He comes running out from one of the alleyways, and he runs up to the cop, and he starts screaming at him in English, and all I hear him screaming is, Reb Shayla ben Reb Moshe. Reb Shayla ben Reb Moshe. He was pelting him. Reb Shayla ben Reb Moshe. And he was saying something in Yiddish about Biden and Ligon, and Biden and Ligon. And I'm thinking, President Biden and Ligon, and Biden and Ligon. And I didn't look back, I tell you the truth. I felt that minute like Lot's wife. I didn't look back. I jumped into the car, And we screeched out of there like a bank robbery, I'm telling you. We ripped out of there something scary. We wouldn't even look in the rearview mirror.
In 600 meters at the roundabout, continue straight to stay on Route 37.
There isn't a soul on the road. And we're going back towards the airport. We realized that on the way there, we never filled up with gas. We take a look at the mileage and what we have left on the gas that we have in the car. And we make a cheshbon with the navigation of the amount of distance between where we're at and the airport in Budapest. And es stimmt nicht, if you know what I'm talking about. Just, yeah. So, the guy that was driving the car, one of my Talmidim said, Rabbi, what in the world are we going to do? I said, well, what are you sweating about? What are you sweating about? You know how many miracles we saw on the way here? Do you understand what it means to be on the guest list of Shayla? You know how many people I knew that tried to come with us on last year's trip and just didn't make